The state of Utah is considering whether to pass legislation curbing people's ability to watch porn. They say it's for health reasons, apparently. Utah Senator Todd Weiler declared that pornography is creating a, quote, public health crisis. He's the one who filed the resolution in the first place. Apparently, according to this man, pornography is leading to damaging addiction and all sorts of other problems. He's basically ascribing every social issue within Utah, and the whole country for that matter, on the fact that people like to watch porn. Ironically, as conservative as Utah is, it is like the most porn-watching state in the country. I wonder if there's a correlation between those two things. I have a quote from this actual bill that they want to get passed. Here's a statement. Whereas pornography use is linked to lessening desire in young men to marry, dissatisfaction in marriage, and infidelity, legislature and the governor must recognize the need for education, prevention, research, and policy change at the community and societal level in order to address the pornography epidemic that is harming the people of our state and our nation. What do you think? This is one guy's opinion, and he wants everyone to not be able to watch porn.
You really want to know what I think?
Yeah.
I do. Thank you. You know, I agree. I agree with him. I don't want my husband looking at porn. Not that I have a husband, but if I ever did, like, nobody wants to compete with that. That's unrealistic.
Okay, but again, now that's your own personal reason, and now you want the whole state to not be able to watch porn because of your husband, your future husband that doesn't exist
Well,
yet?
we probably won't live in Utah, but that's a very communistic approach to regulation.
Yeah, it is.
We make fun of this, but in truth, porn addiction is pretty serious if you have it.
Oh, it is, it is.
I mean, you can have an actual addiction to porn where you, you know.
No, that does ruin marriages. That does, could ruin someone's entire life. But the way that they want to go about this and ban things is not really cool. Psychology Today just put out a piece, and they called this legislative action as based on hyperbole and morality, ignoring much of what's known about pornography and its effects. Just because you watch porn doesn't mean you're some crazy person who's going to ruin and corrupt this beautiful nation under God.
No question about that. And in all seriousness, people, I'm a strong believer in civil liberty. You have the right to do what you wish. The fact that he's wanting to criminalize it, do we know anything about the fines he wants to impose? Would you receive jail time? Let's say this passes.
Okay, look how far he wants this to go. He's also forwarded SB 227, okay, a bill called Exposure of Children to Pornography, which means that a district court should consider whether the parent has intentionally exposed a child to pornography when determining child custody in divorces. So, if you're caught watching porn, or you have a history of watching porn or something, and you're in the middle of a divorce, the fact that you were watching porn could, in some way, affect how often you get to see your child, because this senator from Utah doesn't think that it's right. And he wants to now impose his, what?
Okay, so heavily, and I'm so sorry for cutting you off, but do you think, is he a Mormon? Do we know anything about him?
I don't know. I don't know, necessarily whether he's a Mormon or not. But
Mormon
traditions?
Tradition?
It sounds like it is. Okay, I'm not going to go and start saying that this guy's, some hardcore Mormon. I don't know. And I don't think that matters, but the fact that Utah.
Well, it would speak to the ideology that he has, that pornography, sex is designed for marriage. I mean, that would tell a lot about the ideology and the history of where the guy's coming from. But civil liberties versus like
what American Jesus wants you to do. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. But apparently, this one senator trying to get Utah to stop watching porn. Good luck.